What up?
What's going on, everybody? It's Dwayne here, man. And my man, Sneaker Bombs Gamer, Melvin. Hey, we doing a quick video about the Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass that just came out. Well, they just announced.
Yeah.
So, basically, the Game Pass has already been out. I've had it maybe about 3 or 4 months, and I was telling him that I was actually on the verge of getting rid of it until they announced what they announced, which was basically all exclusive Microsoft games are going to be on that joint, which is really dope. You know, that's really dope. Now, with that being said, they're going to put some fucking games out.
Yeah. That's number one.
they're going to put some games out, because Sea of Thieves ain't making me say I got to get this subscription.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I think it's also one of those things that it may cause you to play more than you would usually play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so definitely, like, if I sign up for a subscription for something, then I'm more likely to give these other games a chance. And I think that's what the real purpose of Game Pass is, to say, hey, you know, you're using Game Pass, try this game that you haven't tried out before. Try this game. Let's get more into interactive gaming, and it's more to convince, you know, people like me. Like, you know, I'm not really wild about playing any other game. If it ain't Call of Duty, you know, don't call me up. Don't hit me up. I'm just not gonna be on there. You know, I don't play 2K. I don't be playing Madden. I don't be on that. I be on the duty. All right.
And there was a day.
17. If you try and catch this work.
Yeah, hey, yo, no, don't get it twisted, my dogs. We go in on some duty, but I'm more of a gamer. Like I really get it in on different genres of games, which so Game Pass makes it a lot better in my opinion, because I may go to GameStop and got this game for $4.99. Let's say the game is $4.99, but I want to pick up about, I don't know, 6 games. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But all of those games happen to be on Game Pass, and I say, well, shoot, I can just go pay $9.99 for the Game Pass, and I can just do this. So we were having a discussion last night, because I was kind of on the fence about this, and I understood it, but I didn't understand it. So let's kind of run down what we were talking about with that real quick.
So I mean, I think from my position, like I said, I think it's better for hard. This is more of a program for gamers. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you're gonna buy 10 to 15 games throughout a year, why not have like a Game Pass? What your thing was different subscriptions, which I agree. You know, it can get pretty lengthy. You know, so if we're talking about, you know, everybody having their own subscription, what were some of the companies you were talking about last night?
Well, what I was saying is that you have, when Xbox does this is going to open up the market for everybody to see them do it, and they're going to say, okay, well, we can do this too. EA, you know, EA already has EA access, but let's say you have Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Activision, Treyarch, you know, all of these different other companies, and say, you know what, we can charge, let's say that all of these companies charge $9.99 a month, and you want to play every game that comes from there. Is it really worth having a subscription for every one of them? It just makes it, in my opinion, it made it a little too pricey in my mind, until he kind of broke it down like this.
Now, I would say that's, even if you have, let's say you've got 6 subscriptions at $9.99. So per month, you're paying for six subscriptions at $60 per month. You've got access to a ton of different games. So if you would have bought one game that month, it took care of that whole subscription right there. So if you're buying 10 games a year, if you're buying, you know, 16 games a year, you're already looking at $600 to freaking $900 a year already just on games alone.
Right.
So now you can take that and you can put it into subscriptions, and which I also think they'll offer you something a little bit better too. I don't think that they're going to charge you per subscription to a certain extent. I think once you get up to like 2 subscriptions, you know, they'll start doing bundle deals for subscriptions. So you may have like a Game Pass, but then you may have like a Game Pass Gold or a Game Pass Platinum that includes more than one subscription.
Well, what I was telling him is that GameStop should be the one that does that. And the reason why I say that is because GameStop has been a place that basically all of us know. GameStop ended up knocking EB Games out. So let's just say that your big players, they have their own subscriptions. Your huge players have their own subscription. But there are different other companies that you guys are playing right now, that you may not know about. GameStop, I feel, should go to these different companies and say, hey, look, we will do an online service and it'll come through us. We can have where they pay $9.99 a month for the service, and they can still go and download those games from our service, so we wouldn't have to have different people, all of that. So that was my whole take on it. I'm a nostalgia person, so I pretty much live in the 90s pretty much. That's just what I do. I love the 90s. I'm not really fond of all of this new high-tech shit going on right now. It's cool, don't get me wrong, I got my Google. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she works pretty nicely. But I'm the type of person that loves to go out and buy CDs, well, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I remember the artwork of the CD cover. I'm the type of person that like to go get my games physically from GameStop. I feel like I own that game, so digitally I'm not really into it, but I am cool with moving with the times.
And I think digital is your new wave, of course. Less and less people. I mean, I take cues from the music industry, to where you see now you've got your Spotify, you got your Apple Music, you got your Google Play Music. Nobody's buying CDs anymore. More than half of the people probably can't remember the last time you went into a Best Buy for an album. When's the last time you went into FYE for an album? Which is why a lot of FYEs ended up closing. A lot of record stores ended up closing. And FYE, I think they're on their way back. But take a look at what FYE did with their game planning. They said, we're going to come back, but instead of coming back as a primary music company, now we're going to come back with, they've got like the little fun pop toys now, they sell pop sockets, they sell all this different stuff that basically goes with the genre, but is not directly the music. And I think that's what EB Games has to do. They have to come out with fun ways to make sure they're getting collectible items. So if Crackdown comes out and Crackdown has collectible items, they got to have those collectible items
ready to go.
Sell.
Right.
Day one, not as soon as possible. T-shirts, merchandise, stuff like that. All of the gaming community. And I think if they start to go that route, then they'll still be alive. They won't die out.
Well, I hope not. You know what I'm saying? I still love the fact of going to the store, getting my stuff. I'm not... I mean, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I looked it up the other day. I'm only in the 20 percentile right now. It's... the rest of the world has moved on. The rest of the 80% has moved on and said, I'm cool with digital. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm not cool with digital. You know what I'm saying? Because I have EA Access, I have PSN, I have Game Pass, and I download a lot of games. But those big titles, such as your Call of Duties, your God of War, I want those physical copies. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't speak for the whole world, and like I said, I'm cool with jumping on board with it. Just have a game plan, and I hope that they take, advice and just say, you know what, okay, we have to flip our thing up. Because I remember you went out and bought the Call of Duty 3 joint. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was just about to say.
And I was like, that's dope. That's dope. That's something that, when you move, you have that in your house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if you start taking stuff away like that, then that's what takes the fun out of it to me.
And like I said, now you can just minus the game part of that. You can still do the digital copy or have something where they set up to where they have those. I think with the Call of Duty 3, with the edition that I got, you got a little mini refrigerator. That had the zombie joint on there. Yeah, it
was like Juggernaut.
So that was dope. A little Juggernaut refrigerator. Which I'm gonna set up. When we set up the new house. Mm-hmm. So I mean that's gonna be pretty cool. But that's my main thing.
Right.
It's just they're gonna have to do things like that.
Yeah.
If you were selling those refrigerators separately,
oh man,
you'd have made
way more money.
A killing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people weren't even concerned about the damn game.
Mm-hmm.
They would have got the regular price of the game without having to get the extra season pass that came with it and stuff like that. A lot of people just aren't interested into stuff like that anymore.
Right.
You know, so when they're finished, they don't want to have to buy the exclusive just to get the refrigerator, just to get a bunch of other stuff that they're not going to use for a season pass that they're not really going to play like that.
Right.
Now you're just paying extra money. So,
right.
I mean, I can definitely see why it's better.
Right. Well, hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to keep it very short today. We're doing like 3 more videos today. So enjoy, have a great day.
Peace.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Man Cave. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming for you. Peace.